This short course will look at how to sell e-learning or online courses. We'll look at the platforms that you can use to advertise your courses and the sales tools that are available to you. We'll also look at the benefits of e-learning, the reasons that your customers might choose to take an online course rather than the more traditional classroom courses. As with any sales process, there are barriers to overcome, and we'll investigate the most common objections to e-learning and provide the answers that you can give to your customers. We start our sales process by generating a lead or interest in the courses. There are several ways that you can do this. The most obvious way of generating interest in your e-learning courses is to advertise them on your website. This can then be the focus for any email campaigns, social media advertising, Google AdWords advertising, mail shots, and press releases that you generate. Just because the courses are online doesn't mean that you can't also use the more traditional sales channels to secure the business. Printed advertising, trade shows and exhibitions, and face-to-face promotion can still be used. Let's start by looking at how your website is the main sales tool. Your website is probably already one of the main sources of information about your products. To help you convert people browsing through your site into customers, we recommend that you have good, clear information on your site, that you have clear benefits about the courses, that you put the information in the right place, and that you have a clear call to action. You can also improve the way that you sell online by having clear value propositions, by focusing on the buyer, and by keeping things simple. Let's take a look at those in a little more detail. There's a lot of information to give customers all that they need to make a purchasing decision. Try and put the important things above the fold on your website. Let them see the main points as soon as the page loads. For customers buying e-learning, this will likely be what the course is, how much it costs, and what they get for their money. It's also important, though, that they are given the benefits of the course. Students need to know what they can do with the qualification that they are browsing through. So mentioning benefits such as improved salary or career prospects is a good idea. Have a clear Buy Now button or a Register button on the page, preferably at the top and at the bottom. And keep it simple. Don't offer 8 different pricing strategies. A few options will help to concentrate the buyer's mind. Too many choices and they may just disappear. Getting people to your website to make that purchase is just as important as having all the right information available once they arrive there. One of the easiest ways to drive people onto your site is by sending an email. Use databases of existing customers or a newsletter list and tell these people about the e-learning courses that you're offering, remembering to link them to the page where you want them to go. Using a promotional offer, such as a free ebook or a discount voucher, is a great hook to make people actually click your links. Social media is also an important tool. Make sure that your e-learning courses are promoted on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn, or on any other forums or groups that you're involved in. These are great for having your fans or followers share the information for you, meaning that you get a wider reach and a new audience. It may also be worth investing in some paid-for advertising, although this isn't necessary. Using AdWords in Google or banner adverts on appropriate websites can help to increase traffic to your site. Face-to-face sales methods can also work to drive traffic to your website. Whether at a trade show or exhibition or in a formal sales meeting, you can advise people of the e-learning services that you offer. And don't worry, you won't lose classroom business because you offer online options. Often the e-learning students wouldn't buy a classroom course anyway. So once you have the potential student on your website or making an inquiry, we have to deal with barriers which could prevent the sale. The course won't be as good as a classroom course. You need to assure the customer that the course has the exact same accreditation as the classroom course, that the certificate they receive is the same certificate, and the qualification is indeed exactly the same. The method of delivery is different, but not inferior. I can't chat with peers the way I would be able to in a classroom. No, they can't. However, they can attend webinars. You can organize mentor group sessions and hangouts where students can chat with other people on the course. The advantage of these is that they can be recorded, so learners can look back over the discussions and make sure they haven't missed any of the pertinent points. I can't ask the trainer any questions. The students all have access to tutors who will support them through their learning. So although the support may not be face-to-face, students can still have their questions answered by email. You may also choose to offer telephone consultations with a tutor or add a classroom session to turn the e-learning courses into a blended learning solution. I lack motivation. We can provide amazing videos with fantastic supporting resources and back it up with tutor support. But we can't make people actually sit down at their laptop and do the work. However, we can email them at appropriate points in the course, reminding them of where they should be. We can also provide managers, if the company is supplying the course, with progress reports so that they know which students are not working through the course as expected. There are benefits to e-learning, which can make it more appealing than a classroom-based course. Generally, the online options are cheaper than a traditional classroom course. Again, it's important to remind learners that this doesn't mean inferior, just that the costs of hosting a classroom course are much higher. In addition to the purchase price, e-learning incurs fewer costs. Students don't have to pay for travel or accommodation costs. This can be a huge consideration if this is an organization that is looking to train an entire team. Furthermore, for corporate training, employers will benefit from not having team members out of the office for prolonged periods of time. E-learning can be delivered anywhere with an internet connection, so students always know that they can get to the training and are not restricted geographically. Additionally, the course is run on demand. It can be really annoying to enroll in a classroom course only to be told the week before that the class won't run due to low numbers. The delivery method used in e-learning also has its own benefits. Students can review the material as often as they want, so if there is an area that they have been unsure on, they can go back and watch the module again. Each of the modules ends with a short quiz to check understanding, so there's an immediate indication if students haven't quite grasped something. Learning online allows the student to take their time, check their understanding, and review the materials as many times as they want. In a classroom, everything has to be covered in the set time allocated. Make sure that you give potential students this information while they are evaluating their options, and you've already overcome the majority of their objections. So, once you've overcome any objections to e-learning, you need to convince the student that they should buy that learning from you. Find your unique selling point, and make sure the student knows what it is. Can you add value to the online course by adding a classroom day? Can you provide tutor support in a native language? Can you set up and run webinar sessions to support their learning? Find something that you can do to make your propositions better than your competitors, and tell everyone what those extra services are. So, to summarize, make sure that you have clear information on your website about the services that you offer. Use different methods to drive traffic to the website. Make sure that you promote the benefits of e-learning, anticipating and answering any objections before the customer can raise them. And add your own value to the course to make it unique and to offer the student real value and quality for their money.